He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the... They weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Showing off the arms. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Nixon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Retzlaff. Looking down the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The play action fake. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Off play action on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Smart move to get down with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And BYU will get the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Nixon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in on the right. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Wolf. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to Davis. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Motion from the offense. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And the field goal unit is on the field. And it's no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then and the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So, guys, we'll see this offense again.
42 Spider.
Wide out in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29 Philly.
Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
No, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, BYU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Nixon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Running to the left. Runs through the tackle. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Cougars will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Nixon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
To the air, it's Retzlaff. Getting some heat. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
The give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You got him in 3rd and long. You know it's a pass. No, it's not until it isn't. They run the football. They get you, get a first down. Frustration. Got to move on to the next play.
Now on 1st down from the 43. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. And he intercepts it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Let's go. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll ride Davis here. On the move at the 30. Off he goes. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, BYU.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fair catch called for and made. First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Wolf. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
The give to Davis. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Easy.
Fast motion from the offense. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the move, it's Nixon. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Dropping back, it's Wolf. Fires to the middle. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Let's go. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.